Hey everybody, how you doing? Got another SB200 here that I'm going to fix. So this gentleman's wife bought it for a present. She bought it online, he used it for a while, now it's having issues. I'm going to go through it. He wants me to disconnect the soft start because a lot of times these resistors fail if there's a short. And to be honest, it's really not needed. The transformer's wound to limit the amount of inrush. I've never worked on about 1,000 of these over, of course, over 20 years in total, and I've never had to change a power switch ever. So I bypassed that. Has the soft key. Clean the relay contacts. Someone already changed the PIO caps. Check the values of the resistors. Make sure they're within tolerance. Clean the multimeter switch. Someone changed the cord. I'll show you over here. So I'll change the plate blocker. I'll wind new parasitic suppressors. Here's the difficult thing that I have to take care of. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without having to stop the video. Walk it over here. See, I always work on stuff on a rubber mat. Okay, so the problem here is the contact on this rotary switch. Here's the band switch over here. And this rotary switch adds this cap over here. It adds it in parallel with the air variable capacitor on the plate side, okay? So you get more total capacitance, because you need more capacitance and inductance as you go down to frequency for, you know, this output network, which is a pi type. So that contact is fried. I don't know if you can see it, but the wafer is actually fried. Okay, so the way I fix it is I'll cut this shaft, pull all of this out. I have a donor amp. Take the switches apart, which is not an easy thing, and change it. It has the upgrade filter cap board, not a Harbach one, it's a different one. Change meter lamp bulb, put in better meter protection diodes, and do everything back here, and I'll be back when it's all done. So stay tuned. Also change the padding cap to the proper type. This pad's the load side for 80 meters, which is this capacitor. Okay. See you guys soon. I have the coil assembly out. I cut the shaft like I explained before. Slid this portion out. I'll add a coupler to couple it. You know, otherwise you have to take the screws out of the standoffs. The nuts are on this side. It just turns into a nightmare. You risk damaging the switch, snapping leads. Been there, done that years ago. So my brain power to work and figured out this way. So much easier and less likely of damage. Okay, so carefully unsoldered the ground lead from the patter switch, the front switch. Unsoldered the coil assembly from the band switch section. Do it this way so I don't have to take the front panel off. Otherwise, I'd have to take it off to get at that hole over here to take the padding cap bracket off and also the coil off, you know, the plate tune cap. So that looks good. If there's an internal tooth crush washer between the panels where the shaft goes through for the band switch assembly, if that were to fall down, then I have to take it off, but it did not. Okay, so here's the assembly. Band switch contacts are primo. I'll clean with the oxide gold after. Here's the patter switch. You can see that contact is fried. So if I didn't have another switch, I mean the tab looks okay. I could always rebuild the switch, but I have another switch out of donor amp that's primo, so actually this side is half label on a part 2. Okay, so I'm gonna get to work and I will see you guys soon. The stuff on the back's done, stuff on the bottom's done, just working my way through each section. I still have to change the diodes here, meter lamp, zip tie everything. Okay, so see you guys soon. Also oiled the fan, but I'll show you all that when it's done. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's the donor switch. Gotta pull this all apart. This one's in perfecto condition. I'll clean it really well. Deoxide gold. And I'll be back. See you guys soon. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Heathkit Sb200. This amp got a brand new set of Pentalab tubes. Awesome company. Great customer service. Can't say enough good stuff about them. So, let's see. What did I do here? So, I put in new meter protection diodes, reverse connected. It had, I went to change the bulb. It had a LED type, so I left it. I always spread the clip things on the lamp assembly, just so it doesn't pull out or fall out or whatever. Zip tied all the wiring over there. You saw me change that switch. Everything is soldered really well now. I put in new parasitic suppressor resistors. I had some of that wire, so I used that. That's all set. You can see the coupler. Cleaned both switches with deoxide gold. Put in a new plate blocking cap. I will flip it over and show you the bottom. Be right back. Okay, I'm back with the bottom. So, soldered the output lead to the band switch. Resoldered it because I had to unsolder it before. It was barely soldered before, so I have it going around the wire. I compressed it around and soldered it up against the contact, so that's nice, and it's nice now. Soldered really well. The safety choke also wasn't soldered well, so I soldered that better. Check the connections at the low tuner. They're good. The solder connections. Waiting on the FedEx person. They're not here yet. Can't leave. I'm waiting on amps to sign. For. And I need to get some more solid copper wire. This wire's the gauge is too small, so I'll replace that. But this tested full output on all bands, but I am going to upgrade that. Someone changed that at some point. I checked the resistor values. They're within tolerance. It already had the Harbach soft key. I put some silicone. It was secured by this thing, but it was flapping up and down, so I put some silicone underneath it, so it's not going anywhere. You don't want these to ground out to the chassis. Took the soft start out. Not needed. Transformers wound to limit the inrush. Never had to change a power switch, and a lot of times the resistors can fail if there's a short upon startup or an arc or anything, so I don't want the customer to have to send it back, because most people aren't capable of fixing it, so or they just don't want to deal with it. So it's out, and I oiled the fan, clean the relay contacts with deoxide gold, clean the multimeter switch contacts with deoxide gold, re-zip tied everything, soldered and heat shrunk the wires that were connected to the soft start. And I'll flip it over to the back and show you the back. Be right back. Okay, so I replaced that ceramic disc with a mica cap. I know it's bigger than it needs to be, but I have a whole bunch of these. Put new mica caps, one per grid connection to the chassis. I've said it before. 4 pins on each 572. One does nothing. You have 1 for the grid, 2 for the filament. So it's important you have a really good connection between the clips of the socket and the pin of the tube. So I compressed all the clips, cleaned them with deoxide gold, put a tube in and out a few times. So we'll change the resistors to brand new 2-watt 33 ohm carbon comps, and they're within tolerance. They're like 33 point something, 34, so they're both the same. Clean the input rotary switch with deoxide gold. And that's about it. Oh, also new SO239, cut down 4 screws so they don't stick out too far, and use kept nuts, and they are super tight, so that is good. This one has a nice strong connection. That one's harder to change. I've done it before, but it just takes a lot of time, but it is good, so I'm leaving it alone. And that's about it. So if you need an amp repaired, feel free to give me a call. 203-892-4119, and check out the website. A lot of cool personal pictures of stuff. And have a great day. 73. Just wanted to show you real quick all of the old stuff. There's the board, little resistors, little capacitors. These are prone to fail, so I always change the plate blocker. Also changed out the batting cap over here. I had a new old stock one. So, see you guys later.